that wants to see these. Okay, so first we'll practice and I'll call it. And then I'll watch you do a little bit. We'll go all the way to the end. All right, so cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal single whip. Wild horse. Heart's mane. Two. Three. Grasping the bird's tail. Ward off left. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Pair 80 works at shuttles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grasping the bird's tail. Ward off left. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. 1, 2, 3, 'Single whip. Creeping down. Golden rooster. Stands on one leg. 2, 'Step back, repulsing monkey. 1, 2, 3, 'Diagonal flying. Raise hands. Step forward. White crane. Spreads wings. Left knee brush. And push. Knee lift. Let's see bottom. And to the back. Turn. White snake. Shows tongue. Parry. Lock. And punch. Step forward. Grasping the bird's tail. Forward off, right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. 1. 2. 3. 'Single whip. High pack horse. Pressing palm. Turn. And cross kick. Step forward. Punch to groin. Step forward. Grasp the bird's tail. Forward upright. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Creeping down. Step forward. 7 stars. Step back. Ride the tiger. Turn around. And kick over lotus. Bend the bow. Shoot the tiger. Parry. Parry. Lock. Punch. Okay, closing up. Cross hands. Closing form. And finish. Okay. How's that?
As long as we can watch you, it's fine.
You need to watch me?
Yeah. I still need a person to follow.
Okay. All right, well, that's fine. You know, do you have the audio, from,
You sent me something, but I couldn't get it to work. It was with some kind of device and I didn't have it, so.
well, there is the video of Nancy doing the whole form. And we use that sound, mainly we use that soundtrack when we practice our practice sessions
Uh-huh.
on Sunday, and maybe Pierre does too. I don't know. But anyway, and she calls the whole form.
Okay, so what is it? Where would I find it? That's
Well,
the
it's on YouTube,
yeah.
and I can send you a link to get it from YouTube.
Thank you. That would be helpful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So then, yeah, if that's your issue, that you need to know, if you can't remember the next movement. So if you can hear it and do it, pretty soon your body will remember.
Exactly. I have the voice in my head.
Yeah. All right. So I'll if I don't get it, if I don't send it to you, then email me. Okay.
Okay.
So Rebecca and Michelle, I'll try to remember, but email, I use that as my to-do list.
Okay, great.
I just want the sound.
Well, I have the sound. If I
But it's
send
on
it to you, do you have a way to get it in your phone or something? Well, so if I send you the video or on YouTube, you can play it and you don't have to look at it. You can still hear the
Oh,
sound.
yes, that's fine. That's
Right.
fine.
But if you have a TV, then, and your TV can do YouTube, then you can watch it on the TV,
So, but then I'm gonna be reversed. That's
Actually, yeah, on the TV when Nancy is doing it, she's facing the camera, so that's totally
okay.
reversed. But it's for if you can't remember how to do it, but you can at least use
YouTube.
the TV, use the sound.
I'm going to try to find it now.
Oh yeah, you should look. If you just looked up probably Yang Family Tai Chi Nancy, something like that, that probably would be enough. And then I have her doing, I think, the first and the second and the third sections separately also, I think.
Oh, on the TV, I guess I need to have the name because it just gives me pictures of stuff. It doesn't give me a place to type in anything. So I have to know what it's called in order to pull it up on my TV.
Okay. Well, if you go to your a computer or your phone or whatever and type it in, then sometimes you can push it on the TV. Like with YouTube, you can play stuff onto your TV from your phone usually.
Oh,
For most TVs.
you want to come over and show me how to do that?
Where do you live again? All right.
All right.
Yeah, so that's so easy. I think that's the easiest way to find it. It's on our school website, I think. It's on, and then, but I also have my own personal website that before we took the school over, and we used to make a DVD that we gave out to our senior center students, and it had the first and second and third and the whole thing on there, so that they could practice. Usually the new people would come and we'd give them the DVD and they'd come for 2-3 weeks and then we would never see them again. So we thought, well, at least they could play the DVD, and actually we have exercises, and some of you, Nancy's done the exercise, the deep breathing exercises, the 18 deep breathing exercises, the 25 warm-up exercises, and those turn out to be worth a lot. And I've seen people start our class in senior centers and have to have like a cane or a walker, and they never learn the whole form, but after a while they could walk without the cane, and if it was level, they improved their balance a whole lot just really by doing the deep breathing exercises and the warm-up exercises, just by exercising, not even trying. So we wanted them to have that, but now nobody has DVD players, so we put it on YouTube.
I do. I have a DVD player. I have a VHS player too.
Oh, really? Oh, you're lucky. Most people, their kids have already come and taken all those things away from them, and they just have a TV. So,
Yeah, luckily I have no kids to take anything away from me.
Oh, yeah, I know, that's the way they are. That's the way they are. You know, we moved over here. I don't know if Nancy told you guys, some of you, we moved into another house because our daughter was coming because she wanted to live close to Nancy, you know, and I maybe me too, but she wanted to be close. We're not very close with the grandkids because they lived in Missouri and we live in Seattle.
Oh,
And so they were moving over here, but she said she wanted to be here so that she, you know, she could be here at the end. And it was like, wow, that's, we were not thinking about we're at the end of our life yet. You
and
know?
how many years was that?
Oh, that she just moved here last year.
Oh,
That's right now.
well, yeah, you two don't have much time left, I can
I
tell.
know.
Yeah.
So, thinking ahead. Okay. All right. So let's see. So how far have you guys gotten? Did you do the lotus kick last week? Yes. Okay. So let me see you do it from here. After we punch the groin, okay, then we do grasp with the first tail. Then we get to push. Okay, then we're gonna do single whip, and then we'll do the end section. I'll watch you do the end section. All right, I'll call it. Okay, so from push, this is after you've done. This is yeah, after we've done the push. Okay, so just the end section. Okay, single whip. Then creeping down, snake creeps down. And then come back up, 7 stars, step forward, 7 stars. Then step back to ride the tiger. Then turn around and lotus kick. Okay, then bend the bow, shoot the tiger. Parry, block, and punch. Apparent closing up. And cross hands. Closing. Okay, all right, good. All right, so let me give, since everybody knows we're, you know, the whole thing already, I will give you some feedback on anything at this end section, okay, after the starting with like creeping down. Here's one thing. So we'll start at the very end. When you do closing form, I want you to do it like this. You're like this. I want you to have this feeling. You stand up and you extend your arms out, straight out, palm up. Okay, so are you straight? This is not straight, right? Straight forward, both of them. And then feel like there's something here, okay, going around it. Then push down. Okay, so that's kind of the idea. The idea that you're somebody else's hands are there and you touch them, and then here, I'll try to do it like this. You come up and then you like wrap around and push down. Okay, and maybe you could grab them on the way down. So don't just flip your hands over, just don't come up, just don't go, what is it, out and then just turn them over. Show that wrapping, okay, a little circle and immediately pushing down, all right? So that's a little thing I want you to remember. Okay.
Mike,
Yeah. Yes.
could you, if, I think most of us are doing the 10 essentials too. If you can make any comments on positions where one of those essentials is.
Well, you know, let me say something about the 10 essentials. And the 10 essentials are something that's unique about Young Family Tai Chi is that we are more, I think, more grounded in the 10 essentials than other styles, other schools. And Master Young, when he would start classes, or when he would have a seminar, he would spend like 2 or 3 hours going through the 10 essentials. That was like, that's what we're going to do. Okay. And then our movement is like how to move and embody the 10 essentials. But I don't speak Chinese, but my understanding is the real name of the 10, what we are calling 10 essentials, is like just 10 important points for improving Tai Chi or something like that. Okay. So essentials is one way to look at it. Like if you're not doing it, then you're not doing it at all. But it's really more like tips so that your Tai Chi will improve. Right. So if you do your push and you're like this and you're changing your body shape, that's not the way we want to do it. So don't change your body shape, right? Keep this kind of hugging body shape all the time. And all the movements have to keep that body shape. But it isn't, essential is too much of a word for it, I think. Okay. It's something to keep in mind and something to guide you so that you will improve. Just otherwise you end up with bad habits. Okay. So,
Okay.
But anyway, those are the things that all the time we're doing them. So I don't want you to think like, what are the 10 essentials that this one is doing? We're doing them all the time, right? Like, so for instance, here's one I was talking to somebody else this week about, not this movement, but a similar thing. Here we want to stand up, and when we stand all the way up, our hands should be sticking out. Then they're going to turn over and push down, but then we're not moving anymore. Oh, that's not a good one then. How about this one? Let's see. Like for instance, this one for push. You go back, and by the time you're all the way back, your hands should be all the way back. And we're not going to stop there, but then they're going to go forward, and they're going to be, when your leg is done going forward, your hands are done too. So you everything starts moving and everything ends at the same time. So if you go back like this really fast back, and then your hands are moving by themselves, then you go forward and then your hands, that is not coordinate. That's like the coordination one, upper and lower body coordination. So we practice that in real life. Where you really want to push somebody out, you push more like this. You come back like this. You come back somehow, and then you're like more like your hands go first. Your hands actually kind of go first, and then at the very end maybe they're together. But you need to like trap their arm against their body. So you use your hands to get them like this, and that has to go first before you push with your back leg. Otherwise, you'd be, by the time if you did all together, by the time they're in this position, you don't have anything left. So the coordination, the real coordination is not maybe just like the form. The real coordination is how to make it work, right? The real coordination for the movements is with another person. How can you get it to work? And so, like, for instance, I don't have anybody to do it with here, but when you ward off, ward off is like this. And when just like this, in push hands, we have another person. They push you. You take their left arm, grab it, and come underneath, and you are shifting forward at this time. And so this is that position like this, but you're like this usually. And then we do something. We kind of throw them. People can get in this position, but they are not really able to like throw. They can't do this, right? That requires just mainly coordination, because you don't need to be that strong to do it. But they don't have their balance enough. So as soon as they connect with another person, they're like, they can't do it. They can't make it come out, right? It isn't your arms doing it. It's your whole body going back and turning, and your arms kind of hooking them, and you just kind of have to hold it there. Okay, that's really what it is. So that's to get it to work, takes another person and then a lot more practice. And then that's the coordination, basically, okay, on how to do things, that it works. When you can do things to somebody else, then you have that skill. And unfortunately, just do the form, that doesn't give you, it gives you some gross movements and you can see in the two-person thing, but it doesn't give you the real skill to use it yet. Anyway, okay, so if you have any questions about which 10 essential we want to have more predominant or worry about, yeah, that's the biggest thing. Sometimes things are, we forget. So if you go like this for push, and you go back like this, and then you go push, and you go here, okay, the first essential there is keep your head up. So you shouldn't be like tilting in your head going down while you're pushing. People will make that mistake. And you shouldn't be looking down or tilting your head down hardly anywhere, actually. Okay, so all the time, that's why it's number one. Something on the top of your head, lifting it up. So it's being pulled up. Maybe it doesn't always point totally straight up, but it's being lifted up. Okay. All right, so that's closing. Let's get back on track. Did you have something, Rebecca? No?
Yeah, how about on punch down?
Okay, so
Without head.
punching down. All right, so here's punching down. My head is up like here, see? Pointed up. If I do punching down, I need to bend forward some. But see, my head still is being pulled up. It can't be like this.
Yeah,
But
okay.
it's not, look, it's not like this either. It doesn't go down when I punch down. My head still has to stay up. Okay, so it stays lifted, just some amount of force pulling it up, a little bit of force. It's not that much force anyway. But so that your head maybe feels, say your head is wobbly, like you're one of those bobbleheads. Okay, so you imagine something on the top and then you pull it, it just stays up. Okay, that's all it takes. It's not going to be trying to like make you that much taller, but it's going to keep it up. And so if you go forward, it's still going to pull it up. Don't tilt your head. Other styles of Tai Chi are different, and they have your head in a line with your one line here, but that is not our style. So there's nothing necessarily wrong about it, but it's not the way we do it. Okay, some other styles do it that way. But here's a more interesting one, I think, and that is bend the bow, shoot the tiger. So you go bend the bow, shoot the tiger, and you do it this direction, right? And then you go, oh, it's over here, okay, and like this. Okay, your body tilts to the corner. You're in a bow stance to the corner. Your body tilts to the corner. Your head would, if it was straight, would tilt to the corner. It goes and just is pulled up, but it's also turned. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, and you're looking this direction. So it still feels pulling up, but if it's tilted a little bit, it's tilted towards this corner. It's not tilted to this direction. It's not tilted somewhere else. Okay, so. But it's also, for me, it's not totally straight up and down. Okay, that's hard. That's too hard. So it's still tilted a little this direction, the foot direction. Okay, so sometimes you might have that. I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but if you go like this and it's like you need to turn your head, it is still kind of in line with it's more in line than this. This is easy. You can lift your head easily here, but I can't lift it that much and turn it. So it does have to tilt some this direction. Okay, but the direction of being lifted, so here I'm looking this direction, tilted this direction, turn this direction, and then pulled up. Okay, in the up direction by the top of the head. That's the only interesting one, I think. Well, punch to the groin or punch down, and needlessly bottom is another one. Okay, your head is lifted. People, drop their head. But those are easy because it's just up. Here it's up with like a twist in it, which is kind of weird. Okay. Before that is apparent closing up, which we've done before, and before that is parry, block, and punch. Which, okay, let me see you do the parry, block, and punch. We're going backwards. So from here, right? From here. I'm pointing the wrong corner, I think. So this corner like this, and this is my new direction. Okay. I can't see your feet. I'll just have to talk about the hands. Okay, go. Parry, block, and punch. Open your toe, then shift and bring down your right hand and circle down and back step. Parry, block, and punch. Okay, so I'll show you this direction. I'll be going towards the camera and you can see my feet. All right. So one is open your toe to just 45 degrees. My left toe is straight open to the corner. Then I'm going to shift and turn and close my right toe. That's the footwork. Okay. They're both pointed to the corner. And then I'm going to bring my foot in and step one line, two sides this direction, the new direction, and then make a bow stance. Okay, that's the footwork. Okay. Well, let's do the footwork first. All right, so from here, my new direction is going to be a bow stance going to this straight direction. I'm going to this corner. I open my toe to this back corner, my left toe. Then I shift to the left and I close my right toe to point to this same corner. Then I pick up my heel and then my toe. And then I step in the new direction. One line, two sides. You can't see easily. Okay, one line, two sides, open to the corner. And then step for bow stance. Bow stance. Okay. All right. So then the hands go with that like this. And so here, most of us are doing it, but I will talk about it. So from here, you open your toe. That's one. On two, when you shift to the left and turn left, your right hand on the top is going to come. That's the biggest thing. It's going to come down onto the line, the new line, okay, the new center line. So it's going to go connect from up with turning, connect, palm down, okay? Keep your fist though. So here's the new center line onto the line, okay? Your left hand is going to turn, open and turn over, okay? So this is what we've had before, this rollback shape before we do it and both hands go down. So from here, one is like this, open your toe. Two is your right hand goes forward and down onto the center line. Here, forward. Okay, good. Then from forward, they go down, both hands go down, and then step when your hands are pointing to the back corner. Then they both go forward. This is all just repeat. And then separate and step, push out. And then from your hip, punch. So let me show you from the side. For regular, just regular parry blocking punch. So parry, step here. Go forward. Okay, both hands in front, the right hand in front of the left hand, but they're both in the center. Look, my palm is facing out. My left palm is facing out. Yes, facing forward. And the right palm is facing in, but it's a fist. Okay, like this. Can you see? I don't know. This shape. But if I have my hand open, see it? In a fist. This shape. Okay, one behind the other. In the center line. Okay, and then take a step and separate, and the right hand goes to your hip, and you're pushing out in front of your shoulder. Don't, Rebecca, don't bend your elbow so much. Rebecca, you're like this. Here, by your hip, okay, by your thigh maybe even, okay, top of your thigh, and palm up, but a fist. Palm up though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, up and make a fist. Don't turn it. There you go. And then from there, with punching, turn it. Okay, to face the palm to the left in a fist. From here to here. Here to here. Okay. Well, let me see you do it now. Is that enough? It's a review. It's a review anyway, so let's see you do it. Okay, ready? From here, from bend the bow, shoot the tiger. Okay. Parry blocking punch. One, open your toe. Two, shift and come down, connect. Right hand in front, right hand in front. Then three, step. Circle back and step. Four, come all the way forward, right hand in front. Five, separate and step for bow stance. Palm up at your hip, palm up though. And then six, I think, punch. Okay. Okay, try it. On your own, try it. I'll watch you guys. Okay, so Rebecca, I want you, when you pull it to your hip, you're like this, okay? When you push out, bring it to your hip, but look, it's palm up. See, palm up. Palm up at your hip. You're bringing it to your hip, it's already turned.
Oh,
It's palm up, palm up. Yes, and make a fist. Yes, then punch, and then turn it a quarter turn with the punching. So the palm is to the left then. From here, look, palm up. And then when you punch, it turns, and now it's palm to the left. Okay, just a 1/4 turn with the punching. Okay, yeah. 1/4 turn. Okay, Elysia, that's good. Okay, so Sharon, okay, so you're like this. You're like this. Can you see? I get closer. You're like this, and your weight's on your front foot, right foot, and the right hand's in front. Okay, and look, palm, if I have my palms open, one palm facing forward, the other facing back. Okay, the front palm faces back, but it's in a fist. So it's not like this, it's not like this, it's turned, facing in, okay? And then they go one forward and one back, all right? And this is the main thing going on here. I mean, this is a deflect, a parry, this is a parry, but then you're also reaching out with your left arm and keep it high. Don't let it go down. Look, you're going down, keep it up. From here, up, okay, keep it up, level. And then, and this is at your hip now, your right hand at your hip. So there's a separate, they separate. Then they come back together and cross kind of. Okay, so separate and step, then go in your bow stance and punch. The right hand is punching, the left hand is following, deflecting. Okay, so if they were punching us with their hand here, punching, then this hand is going like, keeping them from hitting you, okay? Deflecting it away so that you can punch them. They're punching you, you go there, deflect it down maybe, and punch them, okay? At the same time they're punching you, you're punching them, okay? It's not like Rocky. At the end of Rocky, they both punch each other in the face, or in the, all right, they're both like, that's the end of Rocky, I think, right? That's not a smart way. That's not smart. I'm pretty sure, I'm not a boxer. I'm pretty sure the first rule in boxing is don't let them keep hitting you in the face. You know, so block them. You block, you protect yourself, and then when you have a chance, you hit them. You know, but the first thing is you protect yourself. So this is it. Together, you protect yourself, deflect them, punch. Okay. So anti-Rocky. Okay, Elysia. Okay, Sharon, can't hear you. Can't hear you. Okay.
Gonna say, I need to watch you do it a couple more times, I think, going my way, you know.
Is it this way? The other way?
Yeah,
This way?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let me do it. Okay, everybody, you can watch me. I'll do it a couple times. You're like, I'm in a bow stance to this corner and my hands are over here. I'm gonna open my toe, shift to the left, connect. Two hands are circling. This is deflecting with my right arm, and step. Then two hands now are circling forward, and I have all my weight forward. I'm ready to step. See my heels off the ground. Then separate and step, and then punch. So the part we might be missing is after we, okay, the part we might be missing is once you start here with your right foot forward and your hands back, then everything goes forward. Both hands are going forward. You're shifting forward. Your weight, you're picking up your back heel. Okay. Both your hands are now in the front of you. Okay. And your body's square to the straight direction. Then you keep going. You take your step now. From here, you step. When your left foot goes forward, your left hand goes forward. The whole left side forward. Okay, with the stepping. And now your hand comes back to your hip. Now punch and make your bow stance. Okay. So the feeling is circle, step, circle, left side, right side. Okay. The whole left side together, right side. Okay.
Yeah. It's just going to take a lot of practice and rewatching the videos.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna put this video up. You can watch this one if you want.
What?
I'm gonna put this video on YouTube. You can watch this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know there's other ones too.
Yeah, there's other ones too.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So just need to practice. Single form practice.
Well, parry, block, and punch is funny, I think, because the very first time you do it, you do it from with your left foot forward, right, and your right foot back, and then you do it where you take 2 steps. One step. They all have 2 steps basically. Okay, and then the next time you do it, you're doing it from here. Okay, with your right foot forward now. And so then you bring your right foot in, and then you step back out with it and take your 2 steps. 1, 2, punch. Okay, and then you do it like this, where you kick, and you're standing up like this, and you step. That's your right foot forward, but your left hand is not going to circle. They're not going to do the left circle at all. You're just going to go the right side, just to separate, basically. But they weren't together to separate. They were separated already. So you're going to do that and punch. And then this one, we do with the feet kind of parallel. Well, not totally parallel, but kind of parallel, not one back. And then there isn't there's just sort of a little bit of a stepping. So there's like 4 or 5 different ways, transitions to it. We do it from a lot of different ways. I would say that, so that makes it more sort of confusing. A lot of movements, you only have one transition into it. It's easy. You know, single whip's pretty easy. It's always from push, I think. And, but this one has a lot of different ways. But I think that it also kind of means that it's more important. It's kind of an important movement.
It's also from cloud hands. Single whip is also from cloud hands.
Oh, that's right. There's 2. Okay, there's 2 ways. One is from push, and the other one is from cloud hands. That's right. You're right. Okay. And but we do a lot of parry, block, and punch. We do a lot of cloud hands. We do a lot of single whip. We do a lot of grasping the bird's tail, which are the 4 square energies. So those are the most important things. When you're going to start using Tai Chi, or if you're going to use it to defend yourself, those should be the most important things. The creeping down, probably not very much. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe probably not kicking. We're not going to want to stand up on one leg and kick anybody, probably.
Getting into grasping the bird's tail is always confusing to me, because I never know when you're going to do left ward off and a right ward off, or just a right ward off. Or
Okay, so this is how I would think of it. The very beginning, like this, we do left ward off, and then we do right ward off.
Correct. The first time is fine. Yeah.
But from here, look, this is actually left ward off, and then we go right into right ward off because we're already turned the right way. So it's still got both left and then right in it, but we need to turn the first one. So we have 2 different ways to do it, and they still have both. So
But the one they don't ever call left ward off. The one they just
we don't call it. That's right.
Yeah.
But the ward off you do here. The first one we do kind of as an application. See, so the thing is, there's energies and there's application. So here, and we do this is like an application. The application has the ward off in it, lifting, and also has pushing down. And if you got on their elbow, you might be able to lock their elbow. We're not really trying to break it, I don't think. But anyway, to lock them up, and we could do something with it. And then you go to do the other one, and then this is like come over here and then grab and then ward off. Okay, and then you could do the out. There's an app you could throw someone if you didn't just connect to them. You could do something afterwards. But ward off you can try to do something like two things together, but with just one energy, you can use it to connect and just touch them. So they're there, their arm is there, you reach out and you connect with it. That's this part. Look, here, and then grab. So you're ready to grab, you touch them, then grab them, and then ward. Okay. So it's still got the ward off in it, because this is also ward off. From here and then here, this here is still touching, it's still ward off and grab. So,
Okay.
so I would say that there's two different ways to do the left ward off, kind of. And
Yeah.
yeah. I also say that this one is the more, I feel out is the better one. This one here is more like of a complete thing. What I want to feel is this part here of here, like connect, grab, close and step, ward off. I kind of feel like that's more of a complete one. And this other one where we kind of don't move, we just kind of, you know, kind of moving our feet a little and staying in one place. That's kind of that's how we get started with it. We're more focused on the arms. But
Yeah,
then really do it in a moving way is the more like complete one. Your people are there, you're fighting you, whatever. You need to connect to them. So you're not touching them, you touch them, you grab them, you know, you're moving around. So I feel like that's more of a real thing. So I would say that when you learn that second way, that step forward and grasp the bird's tail, then how does that feel? It feels like kind of like open, grab, close, ward off. I feel like take that feeling and get it into the first one, right? The first one's kind of missing it. Oh well. Okay. We have 5 minutes or so. Do you have any other? Let's see. We could go back and look at how to do how to do bend the bow, shoot the tiger, or should we look at the turnaround and lotus kick? That would be the review from last week. You had enough of that one? Oh, okay.
Here's an easy one that I've never seen face forward. And that's the hand under the other arm.
Okay.
I've never seen it face forward. I can't, so I don't know what the right hand is actually doing.
Oh, okay. All right. So we do that one. That's we do that one from single whip. Then it's high pad horse.
Right.
And then step a little bit wider, and then thrusting palm.
Oh, okay. So the hand just comes under. Okay.
Yeah, you just bend your elbow and like follow their arm and then reach out. This is grabbing them. So this is like you try to hit them in the throat, and then somehow you miss. And then maybe you pull on them, maybe with you're close to their shirt, maybe you can pull their shirt. Then this other one, you reach out and you grab them, okay, in the throat. Okay,
Yeah,
so here, and you grab them and like eagle claw or something.
And the left hand just goes straight forward.
The left hand just goes, this one it's here.
Yeah.
It just goes, yeah, like this. It just straightens out and points forward.
And that
For using it, it would be like this, you know, turn this way. But we don't show it that way. We just show it palm flat. So you want to try that one? All right, so from high pattern horse, then you step a little wider, and then now you're going to pass over your right palm, basically, okay? And then your right palm ends up under your upper arm, and you can touch.
Okay.
And it should be, that makes your body, that tells you where your body is. So if you're like this and just your fingers were there, you're turned too much to the corner. You need to turn more and get your back of your palm under your arm. Okay, so it's not totally square, but it's a little bit open. You just need to be able to do this in a comfortable way. Okay, so
Thank you.
here you're square and you step, and then you turn just a little bit, and keep your arm in front. Your right
And
arm.
you're turning to the right. Is
A
that
little,
correct?
yes, a little bit, yes. Okay, any other question? Okay. All right, so we'll stop here then. And I'll give you something to practice. And then I don't know if it's gonna be Nancy next week or me, but one of us, because Rita's not gonna be back next week either.
2 weeks?
Yeah, well, she's gonna be gone 2 weeks. I'm not sure how long. It might be a 12-day cruise. I'm not sure. I hope she's having fun though.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, thanks everybody.
Thank
And
you, Mike.
we'll see you next week. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Thank
Mike,
you.
Mike, is anybody gonna take up the Saturday review from Judy because she can't do it?
Would you like that?
Yes.
Okay, if any of you, we should have something about that. If any of you would like to have a class, not just that one, any other one that you think would be if we're missing something, then send an email to info@Yang-Tai-Chi-Seattle and let Nancy know, or Nancy at Yang-Tai-Chi Seattle, I think. But yeah, let her know. Right at the moment we haven't. We're not doing it. We're not doing it tomorrow. But we could do it. I don't think it will be the same format. And so if you loved how she did it, where she talked a whole lot, that is too much talking for me. So I can't do that.
No, it's just nice to review all the 3 and see if there's any problem areas and then go on to the next one. And
Yeah. So yes. So some kind of thing. And I do like that format of do a section at a time. I was telling Nancy before, we have some other friends, that have centers, and they only have their classes they do the whole thing. So they have a half hour, they do the first section, second half hour, second section, third half hour, third section. Then like the next half hour, I think they're doing maybe a weapon or something. And then they do like another half hour, an hour of push it. So they only go like twice a week or something, but they do everything in that one class.
yeah,
And people come, if they're learning the second section, they come at that time. They don't come for the first, but they come when they want to, kind of. Right?
Which one is this, Mike?
This was back east, like
Oh,
in,
I was gonna jump into it.
not New Hampshire. What's the other new?
Be a
by New-
long jump, Rebecca.
but the Saturday review is nice if I miss one of the sections during the week, then I can get it on Saturday.
Right, and we had other reviews and we stopped those because we didn't have enough people coming to those. We thought.
Yeah.
And so yes, and we were kind of counting on Judy, and so now we took that away, so we don't have that. So yeah, so tell her that. Make your case. And if I get
Okay.
if more people write in, then maybe we'll do it sooner.
So just basically go to your website and then find the email address there to send it to, huh?
Yeah, but it's info.
Info
and
at,
name of the website is Yang-Tai-Chi Seattle, right? So
Yes.
info@yangtaichiseattle.com.
Right. Okay, Mike, thank you.
All right.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mike. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.